everyone, I'm Mariko Izumi, and this week we're heading to Queen Video in Toronto for the 5CAST tribute to fishing films. Let's go! Our tribute to fishing films begins with the real-life story that turned into a big blockbuster. The Perfect Storm tells the story of Billy Tyne and his crew of commercial fishermen who head out into the North Atlantic during the worst storm in history. The film starred George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg, and was an incredibly intense movie. Although you could have had those two playing chess and I still would have watched it. We couldn't do a fishing movie tribute without a nod to the good folks at Disney. The House of Mouse has created quite a few marine classics, although nothing quite as big as Finding Nemo. The film featured quite a few big-name cameos, including Albert Brooks, Ellen DeGeneres, and William Dafoe. Although if Disney wants my advice, they should get themselves some George Clooney. Now that's a fish I'd like to catch. Not all animated films have 3D rendering, and our next tale shows what happens when Finding Nemo meets Wizard of Oz, and some high-grade pharmaceuticals. The Incredible Mr. Limpet is a story of a man who turns into a cartoon fish. And when he turns into a fish, he does just about what any of us would do. He helps the US Navy beat Nazis during the Battle of the Atlantic. The film is rumored to be George Bush's favorite historical drama. Spencer Tracy starred in the film version of Ernest Hemingway's The Old Man and the Sea. The classic tale tells the story of a Cuban fisherman and his desire to make that last big catch. Although when he does, the gigantic marlin is devoured by sharks. Although the film has been remade quite a few times, we're still hoping Disney takes a crack at it. And finally, the top movie in our fishing film countdown has got to be A River Runs Through It. The Robert Redford picture tells the story of two brothers who grew up in Montana and share a love for fly fishing. The film stars Brad Pitt as Pat McLean, who had to learn fly casting on top of buildings in Hollywood. It was rumored that when Redford asked Brad to prepare for the role by reading the novel, he simply told the director he'd watch the movie instead. Well, that does it for this week's 5CAST. I'm Mariko Izumi, and I'd like to thank Queen Video for having us drop by. I'd also like to remind George Clooney and Brad Pitt that if they're shooting Ocean's 14, save me a spot on the casting couch.
Clothing provided by Storm Tech, official performance apparel of WFN, the World Fishing Network.
Hey YouTubers, if you want some more Mariko, check out our weekly 5CAST on WFN.tv.